우리 아빠 엄마야. 이쁘죠?
This is great. I want to have this kind of self-confidence. Like, he's literally describing the world like a child. It's like, oh, here's this. Oh, a piece of my carpet. Oh, my mum and dad. Aren't they sexy? Good day, humanoids. My name is Comedian, and today I'm back doing crack. And that video might come back out of context later in my life and haunt me, but I am back doing BTS crack, to be precise. A more pure, cleaner, and responsible form of crack. And today's crack video is Taehyung being extra on vlive, which is cool because, well, I guess it isn't cool necessarily. It's probably cool. I just said it's just cool as a filler sentence. That's one of the filler sentences my brain goes for, which is concern. It's a good thing I do this as a job and not, you know, have to be someone who breaks, you know, bad news to people. Like if I worked in a hospital and I was like, Mrs. Simpson, I'm really sorry, your husband passed away, which is cool because the other day someone came in, like, you know, it would be bad. What was I saying? How could this happen? My ADHD never normally manifests itself on video. I never normally end up talking out of my arse. What was happening? What was I doing? Crack. I was doing crack. Taehyung being extra on vlive, and it is cool in the sense that, like, even though I feel like compared to, you know, when I first started my journey with BTS, obviously I know more about them as people. I still don't know, like, everything about them. You know, I know more specific stuff, like I know sugar is basically like a soft, sweet candy with a very hard-boiled exterior, frozen, hard-boiled, gluten-free exterior. Whereas V, I don't know. V's pretty goofy, I guess. I don't know, but I like to know more about these chaps and what makes them tick, you know? And eventually, I guess it'll get to the point where I want to know exactly what size underwear they wear, you know, what toothpaste they use, and what order they shower themselves. But right now, I'm still on the ground floor of the BTS thing, I guess. Maybe floor 1 or 2, depending on which floor you call the ground floor in your country. That's the whole thing that I don't want to talk about. So yeah, this video might be the thing to help me do that, or it might just be some very confusing snapshots of them touching each other, which is often what it ends up being, but that's also fine with me. So yeah, so if you're excited for this, guys, please do subscribe, like the video, and let's get going. Yeah! Okay, why do I always forget that any given crack video is going to destroy your eardrums? I barely have eardrums left now. One day I'll have to go to an ENT, ear, nose and throat, is that what they're called? ENT? That's a tree. I'll go to the ear doctor and basically tell them, and he'll be like, tell me, comedian, why is it that your ears don't actually exist on your head? There's just a crater there. And I'll be like, it was actually crack. A lot of crack, and then it'll be at a rest, and just a whole bother. My ears hurt. It's the point I'm trying to make. This is, so far, this is all of BTS being extra on vlive. Jimin being extra on vlive. I don't know, are these regions of Korea, or is it something from like a popular TV show that I'm embarrassing myself? That's brutal. You can't, that's almost horrible. That's entrapment. There should be a law against that. Like, there's nothing more savage than when a group of friends sort of egg each other on and somebody goes really extra and everyone's just like, what? Like, it's just, oof.
I'm on my way.
He was singing so much his voice box just exploded or imploded. Tell you what is extra is that headband.
뭐 어떻게 돼? 뭐. 목이 아프다.
How is this not just BTS being extra on vlive? I wouldn't necessarily say V is extra hype.
아니야, 안 되겠어 해서.
Oh, that's brilliant. Honestly, if censorship was like that, if censorship was, you know, cartoonish and fun-loving, nobody would care, you know? I'd happily watch 18-rated movies where they just painted big elephants over them. Unless it was about elephants, that would be really weird if they had cartoon elephants blocking real elephant genitalia. That is where I draw the line, specifically.
우리 아빠는 패셔니스트였어요.
Oh, I can see where you got the hair from.
나는
Is this one of the ones where they're all drunk on vlive? I keep wanting to say vlive, which is horrible. Which also is a reason why vlog shouldn't be a word, in my opinion. Vlive. Well, this is him being extra bad at recording, am I right? This is a cardinal sin. Not only is it portrait, but it's on the side, or is that the editor's fault? What am I looking at here? His nostrils flaring? Okay, that's pretty great. I recommend. I respect the facial game talent.
꽂고 이렇게 듣고 있으면 제가
Shocking! Clickbait head title. V confesses his onstage strategy.
리크를 하는 거는
Oh, it's a game.
걸 이제
Whatever.
노래인지 맞죠?
I'll take those clicks.
알겠죠?
Yes. Oh man, this is like, oh, this is so embarrassing. This is like, I've done the exact same thing when I'm rapping, which is embarrassing to admit that I rap. But when I'm singing a rap song, when I'm rapping to a rap song, if you can call what I do that, and I think I'm just mouthing the words, but I'm actually, whispering it. So, and my friend has to be like, comedian, that's Kendrick Lamar. You're whispering in public really badly. Please stop. I'm about to walk 20 feet away from you. Please stop. This is pretty extra. It looks like either it's got some bad news, or at one point it looks a bit like he might be touching himself and just throwing himself back in his chair. I don't know. This is a slippery slope we're on.
우리 아빠 엄마야. 이쁘죠?
Is that the right translation? This is great. I want to have this kind of self-confidence. Like, he's literally describing the world like a child. It's like, oh, here's this. Oh, a piece of my carpet. Oh, my mum and dad. Aren't they sexy? It's just like, so wholesome.
태영아. 노래가 밖으로 들려.
Jiven's going to tell him to STFU.
노래가 밖으로 들려.
I've been there.
We'll just get you started.
Ooh, alright. Man, he makes raving look good. Fashionable. I don't. Like, I'm so glad that I'm not, attractive or have lady bits enough to look to be like for the cameraman to focus on me at some of the EDM raves I've been to, because I just don't want that footage should not be on the internet. I don't want to deal with that.
Lost in the jungle.
Yay! Yay! Yay!
아이 전주라고.
가라!
헤이 우리가 웃어. 나는 맨날 텅텅. 그냥 텅텅텅.
Is this a real song they're singing?
그래? 뜨거워? 알겠어.
한번
그럼
먹어봐.
내가 후후.
Oh my, what are they holding out of frame? Is that the joke they're also cluing into? No, I don't know. Got the Harry Potter glasses. Ironically enough, Harry Potter glasses, but blowing on it a bit like he's Professor Umbridge. Is that her name? He's just like, ooh, ooh, ooh. This is tragic. Their early days, back when, they didn't have much and they had to fight over a small packet of cereal. Or crisps or whatever.
먹어. 별거 아니야. 먹어. 너 강사.
Why does V look like he's always got makeup on? His skin is just so good. It's so annoying. Ugh, hate you.
아니고. 자, 정국이네 안 만나.
You're the best.
Poor Jungkook. This is what you get for being the youngest. The golden magne. Are they like role-playing Omegle without actually being on Omegle? Yes, you are. Maybe. Don't worry, kids. Sexy went out for a packet of cigarettes, but it's coming back soon. V is going to make sure of it. Is that the drawstring, dare I say it, on his pantaloons? My goodness! My goodness! Suddenly a wild wang appears. That's not internet friendly. Wow, what a transition. This is like TikTok, except, nothing happens. So I guess it's kind of still like TikTok. He invented TikTok transitions before TikTok invented itself.
알겠어.
That is my life right there. Kissing a bunny. Like, it's good to know that I have more in common with these megastars than I would think. I often kiss bunnies. In fact, I'll do it right now. I'll prove it to you. Come on, Maisie. Get in my YouTube video. Get in my YouTube video. Oh, you poor thing. You don't want this, do you? See? See? Kissing a bunny. Mwah. I have got more in common with V than I realized. See, V? If you're out there watching this, you obviously blatantly are, then give me a bell. I've got bunnies you can kiss, not just fake ones. You are so sweet. You're free to go. Sorry, I'll buy you a carrot with the YouTube earnings. If there are any. Okay, where was I? That little, like, double-ended turd Mario mustache thing is really creepy, and what am I looking at? Mole eyes, love it.
스트레스를 안 받고 먹으면 살이 안 찐대요. 저는 스트레스
Oh wow, I did not know that. Is that what I've been doing wrong?
먹을 때는 진짜 행복한 생각만
I could have been eating literal bags of sugar for all these years.
하지 살이 안 찐.
If you eat it deliciously, does that mean like sort of like a bit saucily, like just over the top, like? I again should stop.
왜냐면
YouTube.
게 내가 직접
Keep it cool.
상상해서 내가 뛰는 거라고 상상하면 그것도 살이 좀 빠지는 거거든.
V is a scientist. I had no idea he's an actual scientist. Dietitian, scientist, great in bed, I imagine. V.
나날이 잘생겨지는 우리 윤기 형.
is
맞습니다. 신용 긴장해야 될 것 같아.
that answers a question I didn't know I had. Who is V's bias? V's bias is Jin. Huh. How is V being extra when RM's got reindeer horns on?
욕심이 너무 생겼어요.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty extra. It was the way he looked at him like, I will kill you.
왜? 싫어. 어떻게 가져가야 돼요? 야 근데 저게 하나가 유난히 크다. 만지는 거 터치하는데 놔! 그럼 진영이 가져가는 걸로. 자 진이야. 형 약간 진이하는 반말.
This is like, this video just struck me like, what am I watching? Like, this is 2 years ago, I never heard of BTS. If I saw this video, I'd be like, what is happening? And now I know about BTS, I still have the same reaction. What is happening? Okay, this I can handle. Wow, he's got. All right. Relevant. I talked about Kendrick earlier, but yeah, he's got some legs on him. He's just jumped over that chair. Yeah, I don't know if he should be hired as a DJ ever. That was quite a rough transition. But you know, kind of postmodern in a weird way. I respect it.
저는 동생이 둘이나 있거든요. 제가 오빠라고 들어본 지가 제가 여동생한테 오빠라고 들어본 지가 한 거의 10년 정도.
Does that mean she thinks you've?
오빠예요. 오빠는 오빠만의.
she's lost respect for you?
너무 귀여워서.
I'm sorry. I've been called Oppa more recently than that, for some reason.
I'm singing in the rain.
Shoulders. Bunnies, it's time for another sing-along. See, I want to make fun of that, but I can't because I realized recently I'm so English. I sometimes pop my little finger when I'm drinking like a Coke or something. It's bad. Send help if you're out there, Queen. If the Queen's watching, send help or stop influencing me.
블룸? 블룸이래.
When has anyone who is sober ever said, I am not drunk? Answer, ding ding ding, never. Literally never.
뭐 어디서 나온 거지? 제가 블룸 약간
Is that a physical ailment, a mental ailment?
미국 마인드니까.
Are you like an American?
해보세요. 알겠어?
Introducing V's American cousin, which is actually this here. I think this sums it up well. If we can get a shot of like this, if you can imagine this right here as the head, the eyes, and the sort of duck nose, that is V's American cousin.
해보세요. 알겠어? 알겠어, bro.
So him saying bro is being American, that is pretty American to be fair.
일했던 것 같고. 네, 여러분 안녕하십니까? 저는
이게 지금 평상시 비용 목소리가 아니거든요.
B라고 합니다.
Yes, you are. I love, it's so adorable that they introduce themselves as if like the whole world doesn't know who they are, especially people watching these videos. Not only do they know who you are, they have a doll of you which they've sewed someone else's head onto, or vice versa.
조용히 하세요.
네.
네.
That's my.
That was V being the opposite of V. That was V being the opposite of extra. Honestly, that was down tempo V. V being down tempo. V being hip hop beats to study to on V Live.
안녕? 태영 씨. 오늘
태영이 형.
그래 지금 영어 봐. 뭐?
This is like an older video. Like they look a bit different. Still just freakishly young and, you know, eternal, but a bit different. See, a lot of this could have been titled V sniffing people's hair on vlive, which, you know, it's still, I would still watch that. Maybe even with more enthusiasm.
You became my life.
No one's ever told me that before. I think it's overwhelming. It's too much. Take it back. That's brilliant. See, everyone said they were embarrassing on TikTok or they didn't do well at it, but like if they could have captured this energy, that's great. That's premium TikTok bollocks. Just like you, V. I've said before he's a puppy. I think V has found his spirit animal. Oh dear. Isn't it terrible when pets don't behave like you want them to? My rabbits luckily did, as in they were, you know, they didn't put up too much of a fight. But he is not as advertised right now. If I'd gone to see this dog on an eBay listing, if there is an eBay listing for dogs, and it was advertised as quiet and whatever, and I got there and started doing this, I'd be like, yeah, I'm just gonna go now. No, I don't want it for half off. You did say that. Which means he's a coward. You're a coward. Just tell the truth. Is that why Sugar's hair is always yellow?
연락 안 드렸는데. 질척? 예? 연락 아직 안 드렸는데. 왜 오셨어요?
Savage. Look at that. Sprite and Coke getting on together. Gives you hope for the future.
이게 뭐냐 런던 호텔이었는데.
Okay, interesting. Did they?
테라스가 저랑 태영이가 이게
like balconies.
말이에요. 되게
We could react out for handshakes.
얘가 아침마다 이제 메시지를 하는 거죠. 형 일어났어요? 사과 먹을래요? 이거를 3일 연속으로 형 일어났어요? 사과 먹을래요?
That's kind of adorable because I think it shows that like they kind of just need each other. Like they are like a little family at this point. I bet a lot of them, the more sentimental ones, V included, when they booked them separate hotel rooms, you know, the very first time after they stopped living together in like a dorm or whatever, they were probably like, can't we just share one big hotel room and make pillow forts?
이 비용 왔다.
누가 나를 막아도 나의 갈 길을 간다고 인생 한 방이라고 레고.
See, was that? I don't know. You know, you got to be more decisive with your editing choices here, because this, I would say, was everyone but V being extra. Really, I mean, he's not even wearing an extra outfit. There's nothing extra going on here apart from everything behind the camera.
형 침대에 그렇게 막 눕지 말아줄래?
생일인데.
I love that as a response. I am gonna use that. That is genius. It's the most disarming. Like, you're right. I guess I can't. What? Like, if I ever get pulled over for speeding again, and the officer's like, "Do you have any idea how fast you're doing?" I'll be like, "I don't, but I do know it's your birthday," and then they'll probably just let me leave, a pat on the back, and a slice of cake. Hopefully. Do they still do goodie bags? I hope they still do goodie bags.
아니 정말 우리가 어떻게 해야 된단 말이야.
정말 말만 해도 오금이 떨려. 못 봤어 한 번도.
Is this their like interpretation of Lion King, the modern remake?
Favorite language? Chair.
I agree. The language of chair is a brilliant language. It's never going to go out of style.
혹시 여기 있어도 수염이 보이나요?
Yeah, I see it. Get help. Call the doctors. He's talking about his beard again. Yeah, no, I see it, V. It's great. Great beard. Call for help. 911. Call. Oh, no, you don't need to grow it anymore, mate. It's fine. Call the doctor.
You know everybody been waiting on that baby. This rich nigga dick, it ain't free.
Oh, my goodness.
I needed some shit with some bop in. Let's go. I flew past it with that.
Again, quite the transition there. There's too many clips on this video that you could take out of context to make it look like V is, in fact, diddling himself. Is that less bad if I say it like that? Diddling. I hope so. He is really getting into that Take the music out of this, and you have a scandalous video.
그것도 있어요.
Love you.
태영 씨 해야 돼요 지금.
태영아 지금이다. 혹시 오늘 소감
Is he about to
하고 싶은 말?
throw up on a cut? Oh, that's a mic. Okay.
Happiness for everyone.
Oh.
또 있어요. 또 다른 것도 있어요.
또 있나요? 정말 행복해 보이시는데.
I'm so shy.
Aw.
아니 뭐해?
What I want to say.
Shy boy. Shy guy's son.
또.
그리고 또 마지막 할 말 있으시다고요?
잠시만 그거
뭐 준비해야 돼? 뭐 준비해야 돼?
잠시만.
60초의 공개. 자 60초가 지났군요.
Jungkook is so excited about this.
태영이 마지막.
This is what champagne does to you people. This should be a PSA. Champagne, not even once.
그래 위해서
공개됩니다.
근데 오늘 좀 비하인드로 말하자면
Share some what?
중간에 시원하게
Share some
하이킥을 맞아가지고
crotch pain?
중간에 정신을 잃었어요.
Red Dad has farted, first of all, not gonna lie.
바로 제 옆에 사람입니다, 여러분들. 무대 잘 찾아보시면요. 한번 맞고요. 하면서 뭘 하는 게 있는데 한번 잘 찾아보세요, 여러분들.
Damn. That is unfortunate. Because if he hadn't have handled it like a champ and he just passed out, like, how do you explain that? Their big break. The big American break. Look on his face is, yes, I kicked you, and it wasn't deliberate. I shall kick you again. Wow, this vlive suddenly has, like, ultra HD quality compared to the last ones.
Wondering eyes, I see them.
What is it me? Is it him? Is it my brain? It's me, let's face it. But what is it with all these videos that you could just take without the music and really just... Alright, just, yeah, let's watch that without the music quickly. I'm just gonna imagine it right now. Oh boy, that was wild. I hope. He's never looked so hardcore. Nobody's ever looked so hardcore whilst also making flowers before. It's a brand new thing. Like, he is viciously grimacing at those paper flowers. You filthy flowers. Merch. Alright, cool. That was another tasty vlive video filled with lots of moments that I will take happily out of context in editing because my brain is just, all kinds of wrong. Cool video. I hope you guys enjoyed dabbling in some crack with me, so to speak. Let me know in the comments if you have any more suggestions of crack videos I should watch. Don't forget to check out my Patreon for Run BTS reactions of a similar stature, so to speak, and subscribe, of course, and like the video, and comment in the thing. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what's on your shopping list, what you get from the grocery shop, that kind of thing. I'll see you soon back here for another crack indulgence, another crack binge, so to speak. Love you guys. Hope you're doing well. Let's speak soon, yeah? Alright, bye! And remember, if you like this particular crack reaction, then give my subscribe button some tap action. Sorry, Maisie.